Hello guys, welcome to New Society. I'm Nona Prince and I'm joined by Manoj and Varun.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
And we are here to talk about Ben Affleck's interview and what he talked about his experience at Justice League, his last appearance as Batman in the Flash movie. We just were talking about, Andrew Garfield and his experience and how happy it was and all of that. So do check out that video. But this one will be darker, just like the DCEU. But before anything, I think Manoj, let's just go through the article.
Okay, so I'll call about the biggest thing that he said in the interview about his the worst experience that he had in the DC sort of universe. So he was talking about a lot of stuff. He apparently he hit 50 years old. So he was looking back and talking about his experiences. So he said that it was really Justice League that was the nadir for me. That was a bad experience because of a confluence of things. My own life, my divorce, being away too much, the competing agendas, and then director Zack Snyder's personal tragedy and the reshooting. It was just the worst experience. It was awful. It was everything that I didn't like about this. That became the moment where I said, I'm not doing this anymore. It's not even like Justice League was so bad because it could have been anything. So that's a direct quote of what he said about his experience as Batman in the DC universe. So this was basically when he was kind of in his peak. BVS came out, then Justice League came out. It was supposed to be him directing the Batman movie and him sort of, being the definitive version of Batman for the DC universe in many ways. He was supposed to have a solo movie, and then obviously Zack Snyder planned for his death to happen by Justice League 3, I think. That was the plan before, but obviously none of that happened. And he also talked about his experience shooting for the Flash movie and Zack Snyder's Justice League. He said that returning for Zack Snyder's Justice League was one of his best experiences he's had. And he probably shot one of his favorite scenes as Batman in the Flashpoint movie. So that's good to hear.
The Flash
even though
movie.
he's not... Yeah, whatever. Even though he's not sure those scenes will actually make the final cut because it's DC.
That's just too ironic and funny and not funny at the same time.
It is. So
I think he also said that in the Flash movie, finally understood what to do with the character, how to take it ahead, and I think he delivered. According to him, he delivered his best as that character. True. I think the first thing is that this is his last appearance as Batman is done. It's over. And that's sad because I think still a lot of people he's the best, bring him back, but it's not. And also when people say, oh, they're erasing Justice Zack Snyder's universe, they're not bringing back Henry Cavill and Batman. Okay, Batman is he doesn't want to come back. So that's why I think they're trying to get Michael Keaton into all of it and trying to do that side. So I understand it. But I think Henry Cavill's come on, he wants to do it. He's the suit is still in my closet. So I don't get it. But coming back to Batman, it's so such a different spectrum. We were so happy talking about Andrew Garfield and MCU, and suddenly
what are you doing?
Oh man, okay.
I don't get it. Look. On one hand, I'm kind of happy to hear that he's kind of in a happy place now, Ben Affleck, after everything that he went through, and I'm happy that he got to play Batman again. Even I think just playing him. See, he came back for Zack Snyder's Justice League for those reshoots, that extended additional photography that they had, where they just shot in Zack Snyder's backyard.
Yeah.
And the fact that he came back for that, he wore the suit and he wore that, and he actually shot those scenes. It means volumes to how much this character meant to him and how much Zack probably meant to him. The experience that he had. I know BVS doesn't have the best reviews, it has mixed reviews, but you just watch the behind the scenes, you just watch how passionate he was about the role.
Yeah.
Even in Justice League during the first sort of schedules. Zack Snyder even released a BTS footage just showing all the cast, all the crew, and they're having so much fun. You talk to any crew member that works with Zack Snyder, they only have good things to say about the experience of working with him and everything. So for him, the crew and everything, they were like family, from the stunt coordinators to the VFX artists. The VFX artists literally said that they're taking inspiration from what they did at Zack Snyder's Justice League for the Flash movie. So it's it's there everywhere. So for me, it feels like WB really messed up in managing a very capable and a very talented actor. As an actor, A-list actor like this shouldn't have gone through so much troubles that he eventually went through. And that's really disappointing to me. But there's nothing much we can say. I just hope that other actors, experienced actors, whether you be experienced or a newcomer, they don't go through all this dog shit that these actors had to go through in the whole making production process.
True.
And we were talking
he was essentially I guess when they must have got him on board, they must have promised him that the role will be as important as, say, I think at that time Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man was
True,
so
true,
important. Like I think at that point, this was probably like what he was promised, that this is what you would reach. Like this is the level of not just fame, but also like he was already a famous person.
Dude, it's
but
like
that
True.
becoming the president of
popularity,
America.
yeah, it's
Like
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
was talking about the moment, like, I didn't even know who Ben Affleck is before he became.
And there was so much hate initially, and he
Yeah.
turned it all around.
Yeah,
He even
and I think
speaks
if
about
that
that. Like,
happens,
he was
that's
really
the
hurt by
DC
that.
toxic fandom. I think every even Marvel has it, so it's just
Yeah,
the
yeah.
toxic fans. But yeah,
It's-
even Heath
Yeah.
Ledger when he was announced as Joker, they're like, what nonsense.
yes.
People are doing the same thing about Riddler, right? They're like, what nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious? Like,
Yeah.
but it's funny that Ben Affleck said that they were signing petitions, and he couldn't believe that they were signing petitions to remove him as Batman. But then the funny thing is that the petitions kind of brought him back in Zack Snyder's
Yeah.
Justice League. Like it was because petitions didn't play a huge, but they played a pivotal role in a way, you can say. Like it at
Yeah,
least gave an indication of what the fans were thinking. So I think it was kind of funny when I read that. I was like, oh, like petitions can work on the other side also. It can bring something.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. I think you mentioned that, Manoj, right? In the Harry Potter stream, guys, just plugging it in. Do check it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that that WB is like a studio products, Harry Potter, and all were like successful ones with directors,
8 movies, different directors.
Yeah, and
4
they have their
directors,
creative
8
liberty.
movies. Yeah.
Like it's just like even now, that unsurety that still I have no idea what they're gonna do.
True.
And then also we hear the news about the CW thing. They're selling it off. The most successful thing they have done till now. Even that is not so.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
talk
like a
about it.
different thing. That
Yeah.
has like a different history attached to it, and it's not really the fault of the DC shows or anything. It's more of the network stuff and everything. But I think this like he also talks about his personal tragedy at the event, like his personal stuff that he went through. But I know that has definitely a point to play. I'm not just solely blaming this on WB or Jeff Johns, Josh Whedon. Not solely blaming it on this. Obviously, a personal things, but he talked about competing ideologies in the film. So when everything, when your work is also not good, then your personal life is also not good. Obviously, you won't enjoy your time. Even if you're playing, you might have the best job in the world, but if the workplace is not good, you're not going to enjoy it. So I feel like that's kind of what happened here with Ben Affleck, as during his time as Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's just sad, that it's just sad, man. Like I don't know what else to say. That like such a A-list actor, Oscar winner, writer, director, and he has to say these things. And like, what confidence does other people even have, listening to this?
True.
Like even if they are approached for something or the other. And I think now suddenly, the Flash movie has become so much hyped because of these leaks. So I kind of feel like it was targeted. It's not like it came out of somewhere. It was targeted to create hype around it. Oh, it's raising Zack Snyder verse. Everyone is looking forward to it now. And I think it has become like this big movie. In some sense, just like No Way Home.
Yeah.
So it's just total opposite. Like I'm worried. I think it's like the make and break of this universe moving forward. Like what's coming next?
No, I don't think it'll be make or break. They'll find some other weird stuff to do after this, even if this doesn't work. But I look, as I said, I have faith in the director of the project. I do have faith in what, like, I don't know what they're planning to do, man, honestly. Like, we can never believe these leaks completely, because maybe they are implying something, they might be heading to something, but they don't really mean like a new Justice League with these people. Like, because
I think so.
I feel like you're not really in a place where to have the Justice League. Like, see, when Iron Man 1 came out in 2008. And, in the end, Sam Jackson came. There was this, okay, Avengers is coming. Then, Thor, like Hulk, all of those movies came in. Captain America came in. Within 3 years, you got the Avengers. It's not like the Flash is coming now and you're like, okay, within 3 years, we'll be getting the Justice League. That's never going to happen. It's again going to take like 6, 7, 8 years for anything close to Justice League to come on screen again. So, I don't know, man. I have no clue of what the DC Universe is going to do. I just hope we get a good movie. That's it, honestly.
Yeah.
Do you think just because how successful Marvel has been, it's affecting everyone else?
See, after Aquaman was the last, I think, 1 billion movie that DC had. And that came out, I don't know when, 2018? So it's been a long time since, we have got a 1 billion plus movies. Now, this is, we are talking about a studio that, gave out consistently.
Oops. Continue.
Ben Affleck came to join the video. So, I was just talking. This is a studio that consistently gave out 1 billion movies. Like if you look at like 2011, like Harry Potter: The Trials Part 2, then you had Dark Knight trilogy. Like both the Dark Knight movies made 1 billion. Like I think the last 2 Harry Potter movies, like one crossed 1 billion, one came close to 1 billion. That's not really happened a lot.
Yeah.
Like after after those movies, like we're getting consistent. It's like completely dried up the whole run. And even Suicide Squad could have done a lot better than, but they had a HBO Max co-releasing it. It didn't really work.
I mean,
so,
Wonder Woman 84 was supposed to be like the next 1 billion film, but of course that did not happen.
Then we saw the movie, and then
no, I think despite even if even if the film was same, but if it would have come out in theaters, I think it would have definitely crossed a billion.
It would have got the hype of the first movie, and there was like positive reviews initially. So yeah, maybe it could have come close, but I think they're looking for that big blockbuster hit, and I think Batman will give it that. We do not look too far. Batman is coming.
Yeah, true.
We were talking about it yesterday. Lockdown.
Oh yeah.
It may get delayed again, but
it might. But see, that's a movie that I hope they don't mess it up with HBO Max release and all. They
I don't think so.
this dumb shit.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Release it in theaters when things are good. That's it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
but
that's
also,
thoughts.
we got Peacemaker coming, Swim Lose, all of that. But suddenly, I'm just
has good reviews.
Yeah.
Saw some
kind of
reviews.
little
I mean, it
negative
is
also a
technically
bit.
the first DCEU TV show, like connected web series.
True.
It is what WandaVision was to MCU. In
true.
terms of importance, I guess. But
see, like Wanda is the Avenger.
Yeah, of course.
Peacemaker is like.
I mean, he just had one appearance. That's.
But that doesn't have any point. Like what I said, that was just a joke. You could still make really good stories out of obscure characters. So I'm looking forward to Peacemaker. I think it could be.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say that it's just I'm not feeling it right now with DC. I just hope better things, man. That's it.
I think the behind the scenes is more exciting than what they're putting out.
Yes.
Honestly.
They should make a show or movie about it. But that's it, guys, from us. And let us know your thoughts in the comments below about this. Definitely sad. I think still one of my favorite Batmans portrayal on screen. And wanted to, more of it. But I don't think that's it. That's it. That's the sad part. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Keep being out.
Restore the Snyder bus.